ZZZ, 2ZZZZ. I'm here to tell you about this Toyota Corolla. I hope you're ready to listen. Oh boy, the Toyota Corolla. The first thing that comes to mind when you hear that name is probably something along the lines of practical, economical, and even reliable. You definitely aren't thinking of a, performance vehicle. And if you are, you're thinking of that Corolla. You know the one I'm talking about. You're not thinking of this beautiful Corolla right here. Now, before we get into this particular car right here, we're going to dive into a little bit of the Corolla's history and their performance cars, the XRS. So let's talk about that. Now, the Toyota Corolla initially came off the showroom floor back in 1966 with a 1100cc K pushrod engine. Not a lot of power for such a big economical vehicle there, but now the Toyota Corolla even has their performance package, the GR Corollas, that comes with a 300 horsepower inline 3-cylinder. That is a turbo engine, which is why it's got so much power there. But the diversity between Corollas between the ages is actually insane to me, and I like it. So by 1974, the Toyota Corolla had actually already taken over the title of best-selling modern-day vehicle for the time. And then by 1966, it took over the title of best-selling sedan, even passing the Volkswagen Beetle that had that nameplate just forever. So by 2021, Toyota had actually reached a huge milestone in the industry, selling over 50 million Toyota Corollas in 12 generations of cars. Now, if you ask me, that's super impressive there. So most of the older model Toyota Corollas actually came rear-wheel drive. But a lot of modern vehicles just switch to front-wheel drive, doing to be more practical and, a little bit safer in hazardous conditions like snow, excessive rain, etc. But they do actually make an all-wheel drive model as well. Not this one, though. It's just a front-wheel drive little guy. The Toyota Corolla's design has always been fluctuating in the best possible way to be the best-selling vehicle on the market. Whether it's a performance era or it is a practical standpoint, Toyota's always trying to be the best out there. So once the early 2000s hit, Toyota actually changed up their design on these cars to the 9th generation Corolla, which is what we see right here in front of us. So the 9th gen Corolla, we're going to be getting into that a little more because that is what we're talking about today. The 9th gen Corolla actually came in 4 different models. It came in the very base model, the CE, up to the LE, up to the S, and then to the top trim model, the XRS. All right, now 3 out of the 4 Corollas that were made in the 9th generation, being the CE, the LE, and the S, were all boring. They all came equipped for the most part with an automatic transmission. Some did have an option for a 5-speed manual. Not a 6-speed, but it's something. And they all were equipped with a underpowered 1.8 liter, being the 1ZZ FE. And now Toyota didn't completely drop the ball on the 9th gen Corolla. They did make this beautiful car known as the Toyota Corolla XRS. It featured an inline 4 1.8 liter that made 170 horsepower, known as the 2ZZ GE. And paired with that, they did come with a 6-speed manual, a lot shorter gear ratio, and a lot more fun to slam gears in than that 5-speed and the 1ZZ FE combo. Now the Toyota Corolla XRS includes that 2ZZ GE engine like I had mentioned. Now this is such a unique and cool engine, I really want to get into a little bit of a breakdown on it. But first I want to mention the fact that this engine was actually put in quite a number of different cars, performance vehicles, even including Lotuses, down to the Toyota Celica. Lots of different things, but for the XRS Corolla, they only got 7,000 of these cars produced in the US. That's a pretty low number, about as rare as a Ferrari. But it's a Corolla. Now Toyota's 2ZZ engine is a high compression ratio 1.8 liter that revs all the way out to 8,200 RPM. And if you know a thing or two about a thing or two, that's pretty high up there. So Toyota actually commissioned Yamaha to design these engines, which if you ask me is actually super cool. I'm a big Yamaha enthusiast. I think that's awesome that they paired together to design this. So the Yamaha... Oh my God, dude. To make a unique VVTI-L. I'm ready when you are, Shawty. Dual overhead cam with... Ah! So Yamaha actually utilizes a dual overcam head setup. So Yamaha actually utilizes a dual overhead cam setup with oh my God, dude. Take 5. I'm taking 8 attempts at this. So Toyota bringing Yamaha into the design on this engine actually allowed for them to utilize a very unique dual overhead cam setup with variable valve timing and lift, known as the VVL. Variable valve timing and lift setup on the engine, known as the VV. So Toyota bringing Yamaha into the design on this engine actually allowed for a very cool and unique setup with variable valve timing and a lift feature applied to a dual overhead cam setup, known as the VVTLI setup. So Toyota and Yamaha actually designed this engine this way to increase power without increasing the displacement or adding any sort of forced induction, at least on these cars, because Lotus also used the 2ZZ engine, but with a supercharger forced induction on there. So to this day, Toyota and Yamaha actually hold the record for highest output per liter on the 2ZZ engine for the class category of 1.4 liter to 1.8 liter. Now, if you ask me, that's super impressive given this car is 20 years old, being produced in 2005. All right, guys, well, I'm done yapping your ear off for now. We're gonna go ahead and we're actually gonna get into this car that we have with us today. We're gonna take a look at everything and enjoy it.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
All right, guys, now we're gonna take a walk around his car and see that he's got some nice modifications on this car. So we're gonna point them out and see what kind of difference it makes compared to a stock XRS. Now, the first thing I wanna point out on this car are these Enkei RPF1s done in a silver. I think they look pretty nice on the car. And of course, with that, the car is lowered on some Rev 9 coilovers, giving it a nice wheel gap and a little bit better performance on handling. This is a 2ZZ GE. Now this one, it's got some nice modifications done to it. Now from factory, the Toyota Corolla XRS does come with this strut bar, kind of tying everything together. That we do have a nice intake on there. It looks like it's an engine, and that is a proper, true cold air intake going down behind the headlight, nearing the front of the bumper there, giving a proper cold air induction on the car. Along with that, we do have a dual core aluminum radiator, just paired with some silicone hoses. Really has a nice cooling system on it that runs super good. Quite a few little visual mods going on there, and some performance mods on the engine, even including a chipped and tuned ECU there, giving this car just a little bit extra power and more fun, right? Now looking at the front of this car, it's got some really tasteful mods done on it. This is a factory bumper with factory lip extensions on it, but those are not factory headlights and not a factory grille on it. The headlights are done in a fashionable JDM style, along with the grille that is paired there. So taking a look at the back end of this car, we can see there's a few things done, nothing crazy though. So we do have the Toyota Corolla Altice taillights on the car that give it just a little bit more of a nice look, and it stands out a little bit compared to the standard Corolla there. Along with that, he does have a cab back exhaust on it, a resonator delete, and a muffler delete on it. Kind of sounds like a Honda Civic, but a little bit better. Getting into the interior on this car, you can notice some cool little features there, such as these OEM XRS seats there, kind of a little more of a bucket style that holds you a little bit better. And we also have that 6-speed manual transmission. No really modifications done on here. We do have that nice looking 3-piece steering wheel, but he does have a pretty cool era correct Sony head unit in the car, which just gives it a little bit extra, which looks pretty cool and has those cool little animations on them. I like those. Yeah. Now that we've seen the interior of the car, we're gonna get some exhaust clips for you, and then we'll be done with the video. You don't have to watch me talk anymore. Isn't that exciting? Hey guys, today I'm gonna tell you my life story. When I was born, I was dropped, and today, I really like loud cars, like this one right here. has come to an end. It's been good. It's been fun. A little bit loud. Kind of a party. Anyways, thanks for watching my video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, etc. We'll see you next time. If you guys like the video, make sure you check out our other ones on the channel. Quite a few. If you guys like this video, make sure you check out our other videos on the channel. We got some other good content on there, and I've been really enjoying making these videos. Please let me know if you have any recommendations or ideas for future videos. We'll get them in for you. Thanks.